town called Antrim, just outside Belfast. And it's a small town, and there's not much call for me to DJ. So I try to get into the Rebel Music Academy and get away and learn and see new places with my music. I applied and they said, yeah, come, you can come, we'll let you in. So it's pretty cool.
The Academy is just a whole experience. Whoever is out there and is aspiring DJ and hears about this, I'd advise them to actually enter it.
The application form is really serious and might be the reason why I got accepted, actually, because I spent so much time on it, you know, trying to answer most of the questions as good as I can.
I wrote in my application that it's going to be like the best thing on earth to just go somewhere for 2 weeks and not have to think about money and work and all that stuff, and just hang out with another 30 people who are as crazy as you are and kind of passionate about what you're doing.
You come in here doing what you've been doing for the past couple of years, so you have some knowledge of what you're doing. But me, it's like I came in here and I had to like clear everything I knew, because I had to make room for everything I was gonna learn, you know?
You want somebody who's ready for what we're showing them. So they have to be ready to go on this musical trip with us. They have to be ready to tune into topics they've never heard about. And they have to be really happy to be there and spend some time with other people there and not be too career orientated.
If you were to imagine your breathing pattern, but you break it down rhythmically, so it's like, then you add other things, like you add like that, alright? Then you add, I don't know whether this will work now, but you add, you know, you know? Hip hop, they call it beatbox. They call it a human beatbox. I call it the multi-vocalist because I can do anything I want in any place at any time. Turn it up, turn it on. I don't play for hip hop people. I do a hip hop thing. I've got a bigger mind that stretches to other people and other audiences, you know. Are we finished? Are we cool? Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you very much for having me. Make some noise for these boys, mixologists.
And it's all up to you, your own individual style, you know, like, and how you scratch and how you sort of want your scratches to sound as what you'll do with the fader and your hand in whatever motions.
You can make a sound out of anything, right? So and stuff like that people on cartridge noise.
What blew my mind was mixologists, the way they turned the turntable into actually a musical instrument.
It was just like, whoa. It's like, it's a bit depressing as well, because you think, I will never be able to do this. No.
I love vinyl. I'm a DJ, like most of you, and I collect. CDs are cool. CDs are cool, but I love vinyl. Right? Now, you kind of know how vinyl does its thing, goes in the groove, you know, the kind of V-shaped groove, needle travels through it, and your sound comes out.
Having all these amazing people from, who have been really, really prominent in certain kind of genres, developments, styles, times, places, and having them tell their own story in their own words.
With sound systems over the years, like it used to be like a crew thing. Like if we come from Lewisham, and like all like Lewisham used to follow us.
If they follow a certain sound, they would be just like for that sound on the night. But what we used to do, we used to come in and take away their crowd anyway, because you know we used to be playing the better music.
Back in the days, they used to play exclusive dub plates, meaning like a record that may come hit the road, may not hit the road.
Who's got the best dubs? Who's got the best mouth on the night? Who's got the best sound system?
There was no sound for me, Lord. Only Saxon sound keep my company, and I know that Saxon sound is my friend.
So we've played a big part in the music game, whether reggae or, you know, and a lot of people look on us, I mean, and take little bits and pieces of what we've done throughout the past.
We never believed you can teach people to be a DJ. We just believe that there are DJs and that you should give them a platform where they can exchange their musical ideas.
Ass, titties, ass and titties, ass, titties, titties, ass and titties.
The way I DJ overseas or outside of Detroit, I should say, is totally different than how I DJ in Detroit. Because when I DJ in Detroit, I'm like on the mic, I'm getting people rowdy, you know, like an MC too. And yeah, I mean, it's not really where people are saying, hey, I want to go out of my way and act crazy and get dirty tonight. That's just how it is there.
Ghetto Detroit. Like, nobody tries hard, nobody puts any money into it.
A lot of people mistake the whole music for it's just a bunch of filthy words and stuff like that. Like half the records I played didn't even have words.
Some people call it the riots, some people call it the rebellion. You know, it's but that's what caused the white flight. So to combat like this retarded fear that happened after the riots, Mojo had this idea, especially since New Wave was starting to happen in Detroit in black communities, to combine black and white music and present it like as all part of one continuum.
Drop it like it's hot. 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 Drop it like it's hot.
Oh, DJ Godfather was incredible. DJ Godfather was amazing. He's just, I've never seen anybody do that with house tracks, where he was mixing house tracks, only he was mixing them like a hip-hop scratch DJ.
The story behind scratching is, you heard of Grand Wizard Theodore? Okay, for those who haven't, he was a little kid and he would go on his bigger brother's system, take his records, put them on, play his records quickly before his brother came back from work. What happened was one day, his mother called him, "Hey, Theodore, get down here," however they say, I don't know. And what happened, in the headphones, he kind of heard this in his headphones. And then he kind of like, hey. That was how the scratch was born.
A lot of you probably take it for granted now to hear jazz-influenced stuff on dance floors, but these records were made in America, but they didn't dance to them in America. It took a DJ like Chris Hill or Bob Jones over here to look at it as a dance floor record. We'll start with a little bit of Grover Washington, Mr. Magic. As I say, I'm just going to play just 30 seconds of each tune, just so we can see a gradual progression. Evolution. This is one of the barrier-breaking tunes. This was a B-side and an album track. A style developed, enabling people in clubs to be able to actually dance to this furious-paced fusion.
It's so good to come here because the knowledge is, for me, the DJ, you need the knowledge. I mean, it's all right, you have the skills, the DJ, but you need the knowledge.
This is vinyl, and it has, instead of having like grooves with like music in it, it has a digital time code. So what you do is you download all your music into your computer, and you make it into MP3 files, and then you just basically tell the computer what song to make this vinyl. I mean, are you lost, or you get me? Well, you just gotta carry 4 RCAs, this little UFO-looking thing, and your laptop. I mean, compared to carrying like 2 crates of records, that's way better, you know what I'm saying? And you could, you can scratch with it, you can mix with it, you can do everything that you do with vinyl, you know what I'm saying? So what I do is like, I go into, you have your crates right here, so, I'll just go into my club shit, and those are all my records right there. So I'll just pick anything out, you press Control F1, and it appears on the left side, whoops. So.
This one's a girl, let's name her Pam. Pam, same father as the first, but you don't give a damn. Irresponsible, plain. I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick. I was on 125 and St. Nick. Wait.
So that shit is dope.
When they go into their studios, that's when you see how they really group up. And you'll see all the music styles separated. And like after 4 or 5 days, after a couple of nights out as well, and days, and spending all of their time together in the hotel or hostel, then you see that suddenly the techno guy checks out what the hip-hop guys do, and the hip-hop guys check out what the house guys do.
I can play my drum and bass set with Ron, who's playing hip hop, and then we can exchange the ideas and stuff. And most of the people are in different styles of music. Also, they don't play just one exact style, which is, I think, is good. Yeah.
This guy from Germany, we just started talking about music, record for record. We pretty much had similar collections, but he lives in Germany, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm vibing with this guy, and he lives on the other side of the planet, and it's like, it's dope, like good feelings,
the value that you put into something, and if you value that you want to make music, you really have to put your heart into it and just go and just do it. So okay, let's get sampling. Let's get the first record. Boom. Which part do you want to take from this? So does everyone understand what we're going to do? We're just going to create a beat. My friend here is going to give me the little sample that he wants to take. Right. Right, who wants to come and put the kick drum down?
The Academy organized gigs for everybody. So I was selected to play at Herbal. And I started off with an empty club, ended up with everybody being there. So it was real fun.
When you go to a club, it's about sharing that experience of being in that spot, hearing that music, going through all these great things you can have there.
I think us as DJs, we play a major role in this world because it's like, you know what I mean? We're not out there to cause any negativity or some animosity, you know? We're just out there for the vibe, just to make people happy, you know what I mean? Share our happiness with other people, so.
After a week or let's say maybe 2 weeks of bombing in Belgrade, we realized that during the day the things are pretty cool, so we put parties every other day almost. We got together in a few bars. We had pretty much the same crowd, you know, being around, not just staying at home and thinking about, wow, what's gonna happen tomorrow? I'm going to die or whatever. So, and it was after the war got over, we realized it was really important and necessary for us, you know, to be there every day and get together.
I always spend at least 3 hours on the decks every single day. That's my first thing in the morning normally, because I think that's really important to know the track before you go out with a track on the road, to know where its drop is, to know where it starts again, to know the point that the bass drops out or comes back in, you know, and I get a lot of comeback. When I played a set, people say, God, I don't even know what you were doing at that point there, or what you did, or what you mixed in, and that to me is important, you know, to create something.
I'm just about to release my first EP, and I have tried to not put as much singing on it, because I know the kind of, you know, if there's a record out with your name, it says like Lady Fuzz, and then you sing lots of it on it, then the boys are gonna go like, yeah, and who produced it? You know, it's like they go, who produced this album? I mean, I think that the plan is as well to like produce a thing first and then kind of get DJing jobs out of that. I don't see myself as like the DJ who's just like going out, like getting a manager and just selling themselves as a DJ, but more as like a kind of, you know, producer, singer, person, DJ.
The people in there, the participants, they finally see that this idol of theirs, this legend, had to go through the same sort of struggle as well and had to face the same problems, and that hopefully creates a certain kind of encouragement.
It is really difficult if you're a new emerging DJ to become recognised, because if I put my business hat on for 2 seconds, being necessarily the best technical DJ or a fantastic DJ, but if no one knows you, no one's going to pay to come and see you. You could you know, make a record. A lot of DJs are being discovered through making a great record. You could start your own night, which, you know, was the norm 10 years ago when I was involved, you know, when people wouldn't listen to me playing records, I started my own night.
James Barton was very, very informative because he is classed as someone who's built an empire, but he came from the same. He was just like me, just a music lover, and he went and he started his club, and now the money, it's not the money for him. He did it for the love, not because he thought he was going to be a millionaire.
For some people, it's a professional thing. For others, it's just the love of it. And we show both sides.
I don't know, money is so complicated, no? Well, in the past, I sold my body to old men because I need money to buy records. But I don't know, sometimes money is a media to reach what I really make me happy. Sometimes it's like Uncle Scrooge, to have a lot of, I don't know, it's strange money.
Oh, just come, baby, take my hand.
You can see money from different perspectives.
What we found, after a few years you're producing, probably if you sampling gets boring. You become more aware of what music is and what the people that has been producing the records that you sample has done to get there. So we've been working a lot on trying to sample the least, and this was one of the first records that was completely played live and managed to recreate the disco funk sound, the stuff that we always liked.
The guys from Italy, when they came in, you know, I guess I was really impressed with those guys because, you know, the thing I got out of them most was just, you know, they're just doing what they love to do.
I mean, for a music lover, these 2 weeks can be among the best 2 weeks of your life.
It's just been such a big change in my life, and the way I'm thinking, and the way my focus is going towards my music, and how much I'm learning. It's very special. I've started teaching community groups of kids, you know, 12 to 18-year-olds. I was just teaching them the basics, teaching them about some music styles, teaching them about the history of DJing. The same as this, only on a lesser scale, not on a scale like this, but they come in and at the start they look at me and they don't want to touch the turntables and they don't want to touch the mixer, and then by the end of it they're like, you know, trying their best to scratch and trying to mix, and it makes their life fuller, and it makes them better. I think it makes people better if they have a passion in their life.
Pretty much, I know what I want to do. It's just that now I'm gonna do it with even more, you know, more passion. You know what I mean? Like, if you stick to what you want to do, if you just keep on sticking to that same path, eventually it doesn't matter where you end up. Like, you know, the journey will be worth it. You know.
I'm just gonna sit here laid back to this nice mellow beat, you know, and drop some smooth lyrics. Cause it's 88. Time to set it straight, you know what I'm saying? And there ain't no half stepping. Word. I'm ready. Rappers stepping to me, they wanna get some, but I'm the Kane, so yo, you know the outcome. Another victory, they can't get with me. So pick a BC day, cause you're history. I'm the authentic poet to get lyrical.